Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you're welcome. To make this style, I have on the table 4 yards of direct crepe and 2 yards of net lace. 4 yards of direct crepe for the main body and 2 yards of net lace for the upper body. So I'm going to fold my fabric into 4. Please note the 4 yards of direct crepe is by 60. The length is by 60. After folding the fabric into 4, I measure what I have. I marked 29 inches. I want the neckline to be wide, so I measure 4 inches for the neck width. Then I measured 8.5 inches for the neck depth. I'm using a V-shaped neckline, and I'm using the same neckline for both the front and the back. You can adjust the neckline to your preference. I measured the length of the dress, which is 65 inches including hemming allowance. I measured sleeve opening 13 inches. I later increased the sleeve opening. You will see when I increase the sleeve opening. Then I rule a straight line. On the hem line, I measured 20 inches for the wideness because it does not have side slit. So for me to be able to move my legs freely, I measured 20 inches. So on the sleeve opening, I came in by 3 inches. Then from the 3 inches, I slant it to the hem line, to the 20 inches mark at the hem line. Then I curve the armhole. So from the V-shaped neckline, you can decide to measure 1 inch downward, 2 inches downward, or 3 inches downward, depending on your preference. Then from there, you will curve it to the side. It was at this point that I realized that I'm going to increase the sleeve opening because of the curve. So you curve it however you like. So it was at this point that I decided to increase the sleeve opening. After that, I cut it out. I first of all cut the V-shaped neckline. Then I cut the sides. Next, I cut the yoke. After cutting the yoke, you will notch the center back and center front. Next, I'm going to fold my net lace into 4. Then I'm going to place the yoke on it to cut out the lace. Before cutting it out, I added 1 inch joining allowance to the curve part. Then I cut it out. Please note, if you want the joining of the lower part to be close to the V-shaped neckline, don't add extra seam allowance to this yoke part when you are cutting on the necklace. If you want the joining of the lower part to be very close to the neck depth, don't add extra seam allowance to it. That means when you are cutting this yoke from the main fabric, you will come down by 1 inch from the neck depth. Then from that 1 inch that you came down from the neck depth, you will draw your curve from there. Then it is that 1 inch that you came down with that you will use to join the lower part. That way the lower part will be very close to the neck depth. Hope you guys understand. After cutting, this is how it looks. So next is to join the lower part to the upper part. So I'm going to place the notch part of the lower part, which is the middle. I'll place it to the notch part of the yoke. So that notching will help you to place the lower part and the upper part together, right side facing each other. Then you pin it down, right side facing each other. You pin the other side, right side facing each other. You place the notch parts together. And pin it down. I only used 3 pins to hold it down. I later decide to pin everything down. So I decided at this point to pin it down properly so that when sewing it will be very easy to sew. After pinning the lower part to the yoke, so you will take to the sewing machine the parts that you pin. You are going to join the bodies together using the 1 inch seam allowance that you added to it. After that, you open it up, give it a good press and overlock the edges. The net lace that I bought does not have a TRJ because I did not see off-white net lace that has a TRJ. I would have loved to work with net lace that have a TRJ. In case you'll be wondering what is a TRJ, TRJ is the design, the selvage design that normally comes with the lace. So I did not see off-white that has that selvage design, so I decided to work with this. So I'm going to use bias tape to pipe the V-shaped neckline. Assuming I bought a net lace that has selvage design, I would have folded the fabric in such a way that the V-shaped neckline will have the selvage design, so there will be no need for me to pipe the neckline with bias. Next is to mark my waistline where I'm going to fix the inner belt. I measured from my shoulder to the waistline, which is 17 inches. I marked the midpoint. On the left, I measured 9 inches. On the right, I measured 9 inches. So the point that I mark, the 9 inches, I'm going to fix my inner belt at that point. After that, I'm going to hem the sleeve opening, sew the sides and hem the down parts. And that's about it for today's tutorial. I placed my hand inside to tie the belt at the back. As you can see, immediately I tie the belt, it gives a nice fitting in front. So this is the final look. We've come to the end of today's tutorial. If you find my tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below if you've not done so. I upload weekly tutorial on my channel. Also remember to click the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Until I come your way next, please stay safe and remain blessed. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Bye for now.